Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. John Belkowitz here. Hope you're having an awesome day. I know we're living the dream, making a break in some concrete. Wanted to talk to you about a question that we got on social media. So the question is from, that is a great name, Manhoor Elahi, from Construction Materials Testing Technician at, and I can't see the rest, it's only in JPEG. Thank you for the question, really appreciate it. Ding! If we make paste and concrete with the same water to cementitious ratio, why do we get more strength in the paste than the concrete at the same testing age under the similar or same curing condition? And there was a really good answer from Kevin McDonald, who's another concrete guru out there, and I won't go into it, but I mean, Kevin really brings up a few of the things, or a couple of the things, and I just wanted to not really tread on his toes there, but bring up a different. So the first thing I wanted to do, I want to take a three-tiered approach. I want to illustrate the difference between the paste and the concrete. And Kevin goes into that by saying that the aggregate creates a longer fracture length, or a greater fracture length. And what it means by that, and then the other two things that I wanted to cover is recognize the significance of the water cementitious ratio that we're talking about here. And the third thing is that crack length issue. Now, defining the paste versus concrete, ding! Here's some pictures. And the first picture, what we see, that gray sample is a neat cement paste. So cement plus water plus some other additives to create a paste, and then from there we cure it, or we fashion it into a cube, and we rip it and strip it after a certain amount of time. But as you can see, it does not have that almost created fracture length from the different aggregates, as opposed to, you look at your concrete samples, and if we overlay a crack pattern, let's say if we're doing splitting tensile strength, you can almost see that vertical line, or that line that's going through the center as of the concrete sample as it bridges itself across the different aggregates. And it might not be dead center, but it's going to be pretty close, because we've already, in a way, created that crack pattern in the concrete. And I kind of just said number 3 right there. So that kind of takes care of number 3. And it's kind of hard to distinguish these, and that's why it's not difficult to talk about, but it's difficult to separate them. So that was number 1 and 3. And number 2 is recognizing the significance of water cementitious ratio. And what the person asking the question is referring to is that the hydrated cement matrix is still offering us the same benefit. We're creating the same type of environment, albeit that we're changing up the composite structure of it. Now, it's very important to recognize it, because if we had different water cementitious ratios, we couldn't compare apples to apples. And I think that's very important. It was a good thing that the person asking the question, gave that piece, or we would have added it in. And just going back to the last piece that lengthens that, or increases that crack length, one of the things that we found, and there's I think it's page 368 or 382 in the A.M. Neville Properties of Concrete. It goes into the wall effect with aggregates, and Dale Bentz goes into a little bit further, looking at the interfacial zone between the aggregate and the hydrated cement matrix. And because we have a higher surface area, it takes a lot more paste to cover up that surface area than if we go into the body of the concrete. The more fractured, the higher surface area aggregate that we have, the lower the paste content at that interfacial zone. So that's already a weak point. So we've already created that weak zone, that weak link in our concrete composite. Again, that cracking will just jump from interface to interface along that crack path. So hopefully answer that question. Kevin, thank you very much for throwing your answer in there. That was wicked awesome. Y'all have a great one. See you at ACI in Quebec. Let us know if you got any concrete questions, concrete concerns. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And before I end it up, we are doing a concrete giveaway, glow in the dark. So glow in the dark concrete, if you like and subscribe, we'll be choosing 5 people to give out these glow in the dark pieces of concrete. So yeah, We'll be doing that at the end of next month. Thank you very much.
Go concrete! Beat asphalt!